Hello folks, my name's David Edgar, I'm the host of Heart and Hand, the Rangers podcast, and I'm joining you tonight after Rangers' 2-0 victory over Stranraer in the Scottish Cup at Ibrox. Rangers scored in the first half through Scott Arfield. We scored from a penalty from Jermaine Defoe in the second, and Nathan Patterson was really good. Thanks for listening. Not a lot to report on a fairly drab night at Ibrox. The manager, in fact, said he was bored by the performance, which I think tells you everything about the level of it. Do you know when you go back to your work after your holidays and it just takes you a couple of days to get into the groove? Well, that was Rangers tonight. Manager had made some changes to the side. No Tav, we know, carrying a knock, be out for a couple of weeks, or carrying an illness rather, and no Borna Barisic tonight. On the left-hand side, the manager decided to go with Andy Halliday and Jordan Jones. And I have to say that it was one of the weakest performances from the left I've seen since the last election. Rangers couldn't get anything going at all down that side. And thankfully, young Nathan Patterson making his debut, he stepped up and played and he took the responsibility, and Rangers ended up playing most of the stuff down there. Now, I feel a little bit for players like Halliday, like Jones. It's their first start in a long time. In Jones's case, he's been out injured for 4 months. But the manager has made it clear, these are the games, if you get an opportunity, you've got to take it. And they didn't. And if anything, Andy Halliday's out of contract in the summer. I don't see it being renewed. And Jordan Jones, who clearly from the manager's comment has been out of favour, he needs games, but we can't afford to give him games if he's going to play like that. So it's a catch-22 situation. In terms of the match itself, we were never going to lose it. We were never going to draw it. The players were far too overcomplicated in their passages of play. They were trying to score the Hollywood goal, the perfect goal, wanting the extra touch all the time. I think mentally they thought it was going to be easy, and in a way it was. And they're far better, a lot of them, than they showed tonight. But they got the job done and we move on. And look, it might well prove to be a very valuable experience in terms of blowing the cobwebs off. If that's the case, then brilliant, and we roll on to St Mirren in the next match. Some people have slight concerns about when you go out of the first teamers and you go down a level. And I get that, because there are a few of them who are not really banging on the door and saying, give me a start. But I think tonight, if you wanted to at least look at the positives, you know that you've got young Patterson who's reliable. I thought George Edmondson at the back strolled. It looks a good athlete. I do like the look of him. You've got reliable backup in Wes Foderingham. There was no Glenn Kamara tonight, which shows you that there's strength in midfield. And of course, we were missing Alfie and Ryan Kent. So, we hadn't changed one or two players tonight. We changed half a team. And of course, we weren't as good as we would normally be. I think that's pretty standard in a situation like that. But yeah, we're going to need to improve in the next few weeks. And I'm sure we will. It's a very cold night at Ibrox, which probably didn't help in terms of people's moods. But it was all about getting the victory, of course, and getting through. And Rangers have done that. Congratulations to Jermaine Defoe. Apparently that now means he's scored every calendar year since 2000. So 20 calendar year. An outstanding achievement from a guy who shows no signs of slowing down. Oh, and on a day when we find out about referees talking shite in terms of this alleged third booking for Alfredo Morelos, well done to the officials tonight, who had nothing to do yet still managed to get a massive decision wrong when they disallowed a perfectly good Shea Ojo goal tonight. It was right in front of me. You could see it was onside. The linesman was right behind play. He wasn't up with play at all, and you guessed, and that happens far too often in Scottish football. But me complaining about referees, some things I suppose never change. But overall, we take it and we move on to St Mirren. If you want to hear more from us, you know what to do. Go to patreon.com/heart and hand, and you'll find up to 5 shows every day on all things Rangers. I'll be back next week to talk to you after we take on St Mirren. Until then, you have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.